This is the Breakfast Mix on Radio Fi-Fi 97.1 FM.
You know what the listeners like about our station? It's everything!
Yes. Yes, indeed. What listeners love about our station, it is literally every single thing. And we are here back again. It is a Breakfast Mix with me, Kamara, Sarah Kamara, and
Brigitte Dalton to say.
And of course, today's topic is first time traveling to another country. Or you can be first time traveling to McKinney, or first time traveling to any of the provincial regions, or traveling from those provincial regions back to Freetown. So you can call us and share your experiences with us. And of course, we will, we value every input as we are here having conversations that are very much, talking about everyday realities.
Yeah.
And we are live right now on Facebook. You can join us at Radio Fry. And you can engage us in our live comment section, or you can send us a private message. The line is 088-971-971. You can call us and make your contributions as well. Or you can call us on WhatsApp or send us a message. And of course, we will make sure we read them and make everybody out there know about your own contribution.
Indeed, and the two songs that played before we came back was one was called Africa Lowe by MSM 1000 featuring Maggie, and then the second one was called Call Him Olua by Petros Dalton. What a way to start the morning, right?
Yes.
Celebrating our own Sierra Leonean musicians. If you are a musician out there, we are looking out for you. We want you to send us your song, whether it's music video, audio video. Send it to 088-971-971 because we would love to play your songs. Let the world hear Sierra Leone music, the different types of Sierra Leone music, and we're all about celebrating our own. We love our own and we want our own content to be pushed far and wide so that other people get used to it, just like how we're used to Nigerian music, Ghanaian music,
Right.
Western music, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
We want to do the same for our own Sierra Leonean musicians.
And you'll be surprised to know that there are different genres of
Yeah.
Sierra Leone music that you have yet you not even experience it. So with Radio Fi-Fi, just stick with me, and of course you go get that experience there. And this is also an advice to the artists. Then make sure you reach out to we, and of course we could definitely play your song and give you the listening audience where you need. Remember, I said we reached 3.5 million people.
Yes, indeed. We are reaching 3.5 million people. And today's topic is first time traveling to another country. Have you ever traveled? You know what? We said, you know what? Forget about the country. Have you ever traveled out of your comfort zone?
Yes.
If you have, while you call tell
Right.
we your own experience. Waiting to be the difference between USA you used to, then where you go somewhere new, waiting at the difference. Oh, we have our very first caller.
Yes.
Call us again.
I love how we get the same reaction. Oh,
I'm telling you.
Please,
We
please.
always love when you guys call us because we don't know what
Yes.
story is going to come out.
Yeah.
And we love your stories. We love when you guys share your experiences with us. I mean, I have a varied traveling experience.
Yeah.
But I think the ones that I enjoy the most has been actually me leaving Freetown, because when I came from UK, I was only based in Freetown.
Okay.
And then I started venturing out. So when I got a job in McKinney, it actually allowed me to explore, because I've always heard McKinney, and I was like, oh, what's this McKinney about? Let me try it. So I took a job there, and I really, really enjoyed it. Like, the atmosphere was nice, the people are nice, the space is free, it's airy. And then I started looking at all the landscape,
Right.
looking at the mountains and, the villages. And I was like, listen, I'm going to travel everywhere. I'm going to go. They're going to think I'm a mad lady. Say, Uskai Pikin, this all say the Panwaka. So the people that we've been there around me, I've been set adventures, hiking adventures. I say, okay, let we try for claim Wusum Hill.
Wusum Hill.
Yes. So wake one early morning.
Yeah, early morning fine for Durandi.
Early morning we wake for go claim Wusum Hill, and I'm telling you, it was one of the most amazing things.
Wow.
If you didn't McKinney, if you not claim Wusum Hill, I dey tell you now for go claim that hill day. It's breathtaking. breathtaking. I did tell you, it at all, it's not easy.
No,
It's not easy, but it's
no.
breathtaking. Waiting
Yeah.
up, you see the entire
McKinney.
McKinney.
Wow.
You see all the different streets, all the trees, all the people. It's fantastic.
Wow.
And then after that, we be the drive go towards Kabbalah. Now see Binkolo.
Right.
Then by get mountain. I say, this are the claimer. All man they say, you crazy. I said, I did tell you, are the claimer. So we end up for claim that mountain there. Then they call him the Camel Mountain because of like in hump where it gets.
Okay.
Yes, it get 2 hump just like a camel. Then they been tough pass. That one day I go prepared. We take sandwiches. The first one we not take nothing. We just go empty one with water.
Wow.
When we reach the top, you want sleep, you want eat. Nothing not there for it. So the second one I said, this at the pack.
You don't learn from a mistake.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Pack
definitely.
everything. And even after that, where we go now towards Kabbalah and the Wara Wara Mountain.
You claim her?
I did tell you.
You did?
Yes. In me at
I
fast.
am ashamed to say I'm not. You know what?
We have some beautiful places in Sierra
We
Leone.
really have some beautiful places.
So now I don't set me goals anytime if I go any other side.
You dey claim the
I dey claim the hill, I dey go waterfall, I dey go any side.
Yeah.
For I just know and experience and feel the space apart from just take bus and go.
right.
Because that ain't no sweet.
Yeah.
Then also we I can like now the food. The
Oh,
people they're
yeah.
nice, the food, it in abundance.
Yeah, people in the provinces are so welcoming.
You guys
They're
really
so
are.
welcome. I feel like the chaos from Freetown not reach them. So they're just relaxed. Everything is so calming and
Yeah.
stuff. But me, I'm just embarrassed to say, me not from Kabbalah, but I know one day climb that Wara Wara mountain. Like I always the plan. Even this December, January last year was like 2021 December. I had claimed the hill, and 2021 December, I was so busy, and then the time kind of say for I'm like, I'm not gonna more next year 2022. But I'm not planning, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed because I really want to claim that
so
hill.
me they can set a target for you.
Okay.
Say before this year the end, let we all two
Claim the hill.
claim the hill. Then anybody will want join with Pande Adventure. Nakambo.
Dopeness. But like me sister them of course they don't claim the hill, and every time I talk about uncle, I'm like, you go guess. If you say that hill is easy for club, I'm like that's the
No, it
whole
adds.
point.
It
That's the
adds.
whole
It
point.
adds.
So I mean people don't know what I get crepe. I guess especially crepe I go for dedicate to the journey for go up. So even if I can't do now, the crepe looks so.
Nyama nyama.
Fine, just go to Anebuwega again. It's okay. At least I have the experience.
Indeed.
But yeah, so this basically traveling. That's something where I feel say everybody for do because for this stagnant so no more one place. So even you don't need for travel out of your country
No.
or need visa. A visa for travel outside of your country because countries like you get ECOWAS state, which
Yeah.
you get ECOWAS passport. Countries like Guinea, Liberia, Ghana,
You
Nigeria.
do have some far spaces like the Bahamas actually that you don't really need visa.
It's a visa on arrival, right?
Yes.
Wow.
So it's an easy place to also travel to.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think right now everybody just focus there on Dubai.
I did tell you.
Everybody want to go Dubai. Everybody want to go on a yacht. They sip margarita. They say, "Wow, like, oh, okay." But for me, it's not Dubai. For me, I think my dream destination for vacation is Paris.
Paris.
Oui, oui.
You have to
I
you
just-
have to work on your French accent.
Accent, and when I get there, I will be like, oh, oui, oui.
Say, oh my god.
Yeah, like Paris for me is like everything. It's literally every single thing. Like it's a city of love, fashion. It's just so beautiful. And another goal that I have traveled to Paris, of course. Another goal is to see the ball drop New Year in Times Square, New York.
Yeah.
I think I have that memory. It was I think a movie, I can't remember the movie that I watched, but it was all about a love, family coming together, being there for the person that you actually care about on the most important time of the year, which is New Year. And the thing that the person want for do, like, you know, like when you go to a hospital and say, oh, you have 3 more days to die, and you realize say like a month to die, you are saying final this is in final New Year, and the person may want to spend doing the thing where he love, which is watch the ball drop on. And I think in partner was like very, very busy with job, and he couldn't wait in. And then he was at work, and she made her way because she was like really, really sick. But make them wheel out of the hospital, go that place. They was there, and partner realized that this is the final moment I have to spend with my wife, and then run then go there, and at that moment where the ball they drop, you just turn the scene partner. So that just created this thing. I'm like,
I want it.
I want to experience that. Not the sick part, but the one where I get to stand and watch it. So for me, I love traveling. I love adventure. I love traveling. If I get money, trust me, nobody for the seminar salon. Nobody. It's not like I'm going to stay out, but I just want to explore different people, different cultures, get to know about people. I don't want just stay stagnant. And as a result, I have like tried as much as I can to explore. I don't go Guinea, but I'm not go Liberia yet. Because Liberia, I'm kind of scared.
Oh. Don't be scared.
I'm kind of scared.
Everywhere is different.
Yeah, I don't go Guinea. I don't go the Gambia. I don't go Senegal. I'm yet to go to Nigeria, which a friend of mine is inviting me, but of course I'm busy. I don't get time. But if I get time out, I'll go for good because I feel like Nigerian has this rich culture with people that are very hardworking and passionate, and I just want to go see them. Like I've seen Nigerians here, but I just want to see them in their own country and how they are, how they relate. For me, I love traveling. I think that's something everybody will do, but when you travel, there's certain things that you need for consider. And that's why we are here at Radio 5, right? Which is give you these guiding tips as to what to expect, what to do, what not to do. Because, hey, one thing about traveling, you need to have money.
Yes, you do need to have money.
Yeah, you do need to have money.
And you can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. Call us and tell us your own traveling experience, the first way you travel, or sometimes the first time or reach it. You dey plan for doing. Waiting at the expectation the way you get, what you don't plan, because camera they can't share tips now on what you for the think about if you want for travel. Or if you don't travel before, I should say some of these things that we'll get for talk about, you already know them. Right. So you will share your own experience.
They say what to consider before. This is not for the one that we want to travel go overseas, basically. Greener pastures, wanting a better life, you go for school. There are various reasons why I make it want for travel. Because sometimes it's really hard, but if you're not a person way very particular about abroad I want to go travel abroad, America, Canada, UK, Australia, all those other countries included, always make sure say you get visa. And I know some people like for say traveling illegal it gets so much complications way attached to them. First of all, you can consider as human you can be easily trafficked through that way because one, you not get visa, and you not get work permit, and you not get a stay permit, and all them things they are so very very much important. I know like when you don't grow up in a country like Sierra Leone where most of these things they need to give them so much thoughts because one, you're not first class citizen, so you're not aware of the constraints them we're starting people in the face when they come inside with country. So you feel like I didn't have to go there, but some countries are very strict about their rules, especially countries like America, even Dubai, where people in the first for go. So they're very strict about certain things like residency. Me like where we go this place where I go Gambia. And I forgot my yellow card, and I find out that it was really, really difficult to make a cross from Salon for go inside. So I had to, because I don't know if now inside the plane I drop him because I had my yellow card with me. But then they're like, no, we need for actually see. So it was like really, really difficult. But they even stamp myself, allow me like waka go through. And that's when I realized I'm like, So this afternoon where I be there, you understand? So funny things that people take for granted here is, and if you not get most of them to like residency visa, you not get work permit, and you not get what's allow you for staying at that country. Just it could be very difficult. It's how people take advantage of you. So you just go work, so you go take you, they work as a slave, but when they get all them story and that. So if you know say you want for travel, make sure so you travel outside of your country, they go to any other country, you they go there by a legal means. So if anything will happen to you there, Salon as a country go able for help you. But if you go there illegally, there's nothing that they can do because even the country not register safe, then gets person like you not in country. So be very aware of this. And also when you travel, just like how producer bit advised me just now, say I need for practice my French. Which of course I get for do. Now for consider the language barrier because you need not so if you need for able for communicate with the people and where you go. So, because if you go like you say you left Salon, you're in an English speaking country, and you go like countries like Guinea, for example, there's a language barrier between we and Guinea and them. I think the only thing that make them easy for we is because we get Fula the Naya, they get Fula Guinea. We get Madingos the Naya, we get Madingos then Guinea. we get so then I get so then Guinea. But even at that, you find out say it's very hard for you.
Yeah.
Unless when you go is a person with already did it and waiting, even at the border self. Some of them they talk Creole actually, but then Creole very to a reach some a certain level, or you say they not even talk, then are French strictly. So, as some people like they can do them intentionally because they want to be strict when you cross them border, especially if you not get passport or you not get identification, they become very hostile towards you because I can understand they're trying to protect their country and that is their responsibility. That doesn't make them put them there, but it's very very much important to make it consider language barrier and how effectively you able to communicate with the people in that country. Because hey, you go for go friend lodging, you go for the go do shopping, you go for the eating, and decide for go stay for a very long time. You go for friend work. How you able to do your work? So if you're able to talk the language with the people in the talk, so you go be very very difficult for. These are all things that you need for consider, and as well consider your friends and the family. Then you say where the move abroad can be very difficult, especially if you left your friends and family behind. You can feel homesick and lonely, and for making new friends and new destination can take a very 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 long time. And I mean, like you always say, for make friends as a bit like when you're older, it's much more difficult because you know we all lost with inner child by then, and life cannot take into. Some man so busy with work, some man so busy with school. There's little or no time left for making friends. So you need to consider all these things and how best you can able for adapting this new environment because it can be very 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 lonely. I think that one thing that most of our African brothers and sisters are complaining about when you travel to new countries is the loneliness. Especially Canada, be like, oh, Canada is so lonely. I don't have any friends. I don't have any this, the snow. And sometimes we make fun of them, like if it's that cold and you have any friends, come back. But we underestimate these little things. Imagine you don't left now, so you're not posting where you're an extrovert. For an introvert like me, I might find it easy for adapt easily because I'm used to being alone. But if an extrovert is always going out, they go Lumley Beach, they go by a house, they go so they're having fun all the time, and then you go in a country where you're so new, you don't have friends, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do, you're always home, you become so lonely, and it can lead to depression. So you need to consider all these things and how well you prepared for adapt in this new environment. And of course, holiday money money very 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 important when you travel or go to other country. One thing you need to understand first, you need to expect you're not gonna forget like a paying job in 6 or 1 year because you're not getting work permits yet. And I don't know how different system work in different countries because every country get your own system how you can get work permits, residency permits, and all those. And I don't know how it works, but that it can take a process of 3, 4, 6 months or 1 year. So in that process, that you need to get some money. Some countries then can very particular about that. They tell you plain that you have to have a certain amount of money before you can come to our country because no, I mean you can we country and can't add to with homelessness because everything, and also like again, salon easy because people can go for years here without even thinking about I have taxes to pay. Unless you are you are employed fully gainfully employed and you're working and your office they make you they pay NACIT and all that thing, anything. If you buy gas every day, you're paying taxes for all those simple things. And if you buy food in a supermarket, you pay GST and all of that things. But we're not going to pay attention to them because we're not very much particular. But when it comes to water rate and all those things, house bill, and not all like salon, maybe it's not probably in 1 year before you pay. Some countries like America, you pay every month. Every month you have to pay rent. It comes to utilities, which is water, light, and all that thing. They do grocery shopping. This all costs money, and it's not easy. And if you cannot afford these things, then of course you're gonna they're not going for sorry for you. So you need to understand. So you travel for go other country in on a legal means you need to get money for sustain you for at least 1 year. For at least 1 year until you able to get on your foot. Unless you get a sponsor. Then you understand because the sponsor can able sponsor you until you able get on your 2 feet. So, but make sure where you go, you get a stable source of income, like you're financially secured before you can say, okay, this. But go, trust me, not easy. And of course, where they live, a travel opportunity. Where they live in other countries, potentially they provide for you fewer or no travel opportunities like for Australian. For Australian going to European countries is really, really hard. For example, if you want to go to Europe, it is extremely easy to travel around and see people in Europe. Like If you're in countries like America, you don't have to travel going to any other country easy because you have the blue passport. But for countries like Sierra Leone, it's very, very hard for travel for going to any other country outside of the ECOWAS state. So because of that limits the way we limited, I'm making the advice say, you know what, make sure say you're traveling on a legal means, because there's not so much we can do for our citizens on an international platform. It's sad, but it is the reality. And another one is location and get cost to get home. So always make sure say you know exactly where you go. Especially when it comes to moving around, you know exactly where you for go. You understand? I mean, internet's not make it easy for me right now. Google Map, all those things for understand you out and about. And I think when my sister can come, I can laugh from because she's always on her Google Map. Also, when they go, you say they go PZ. Oh, na PZ. I'm like, let me just go PZ. We don't have to go through all this. No, and if I'm like, no, let me just go PZ. Because me already didn't understand who's like PZ be. But I understand the last time, I don't know who done had the possibility with the campaign in the office. And he had to send them the Google Map. And you were asking, I'm like, oh my God. This doesn't work for Sierra Leone because we get so much small go then.
Yeah.
And you can already miss out. But it's nice to understand where you are going. At least you're able to know, say, if I want to go buy I want to do grocery shopping, I want to go buy clothes, I want to go these are the easily access shops close to Usai I get for stay. Not to say that for bad, but you need for know these things. And as well, if now you want to go, you know some person there, at least you can give the information to you people them now also then you know that this time person there. So if anything happen or you get from a very long time, then we can able to reach out to them. And of course you need for land. Another key important thing is religious and cultural rules.
Yeah, especially for places like Dubai.
I just want to say, especially for places like Dubai, because I'm very particular. It's a religious, it's an Islamic state, and Islam laws are very, very strict, and they're very particular about certain things that you can or cannot do.
Yeah.
And you know that, and even Sharia laws, they arrest you right there and they put you there, not and go jail you. And the thing is, once you don't sign the agreement, they have the right to jail you for as long as you are in their country. So make sure when you travel to any other countries, learn the religious and cultural rules. What are the norms? What are the do's and don'ts? It's not about the civic responsibility, but as well, because some countries are very particular about their religious and cultural values. And there's no way you can go there and go disrespect that. And then get the rights for do you with any punishment when they can levy on person because you know you don't sign say okay yes if I go against this is what they can do to me. So make sure you're aware. Also just gap and say me I go like me say I want to go to Dubai no lie. Or before I go to Dubai I make sure say you know what I actually know because I know of a case where they arrest person for PDA and in Salome it's normal you know man and woman hug give each other a peck these that then they will say we can just say yeah it's not overseas business.
Public display of affection. So man don't understand.
I'm sorry. PDA, public display of affection. You know, like when they hug you man, they hug you woman, they kiss them. In countries like Sierra Leone, it is acceptable, even though sometimes people frown on it. And I don't think Sierra Leoneans do that much. It's only on like when in a
like weddings,
parties, like when they hang out in a beach, when they go clubbing. I think that environment is suitable for it. But I don't know.
On a day-to-day basis.
On a day-to-day basis, nah. Because even myself can frown on that. I say, salon couple, like they say, this is a couple. The couple day before yonder. Like they don't even walk
close to each other.
Like, are you guys even come? Like I understand it. Like you're not trying to be go against our cultural norm, but come on. At least not gonna go and talk to one yourself. You know, be like if you're not jam stuff like, but you guys are working like say.
You know, not enemies then.
I don't even know that stuff. That always the bug of like if they work, if me actually work and like I'll be like, are these couples? Why are they working on? But we don't do that sadly. And for countries like Dubai, they're very, very, very strict about that. So if you engage yourself, you the kiss him and trust me, Sharia law, police then they hold you and then can go lock you up and then can ask for a certain fine where you for pay or you go to jail time and then get the rights for them. So make sure you become more aware of countries, the religious and cultural and rules, and as well know the cost for move from one place to another. As simple as not just for go day, but for know how much it will cost you for move from point A to point B in terms of transport, what you need for pay, the cost of food, how much it will cost me, the cost of living. Because even yesterday we did a conversation about traveling to other countries, and we were like doing comparison, and it was like, oh, salon cheaper compared to go living in Ghana or living in Nigeria, but Ghana is more expensive than living in Nigeria. And you know, other countries in your own set of rules, but some countries are really, really expensive to live in. So if you're doing that,
they say even Liberia is quite expensive. It's small past the population small past but it's like everything expensive. And then they need talk the local currency self now dollar. You get for spend the dollar. So if you want to go Liberia now for exchange once and go there ready.
And of course when they talk about moving and permanently, not supposed to want to go vacational, but you need to consider deposits and agency fees as well, like the agency they use for travel, your furniture and luggage, you know, how you get for set up your house, then cost of all them things. Then you can say I'm at something where I reach day, I go think about. But these are things then where you need for think about ahead, especially if you're in a post where they travel for going to them countries on the basis of you to go study. You need for done research, but then thing that you plan yourself well. So if na person they yourself where they sponsor, you'd already know say this and this and this naga for they provide for this person while they do in studies overseas. And last but definitely not the least, you know, take care of your personal possessions. Then they also people can like for overlook those things, but especially when you're in an airport, you personal luggage, your man I don't know how they call that. The migi. That's the word. The migi can depend on for travel so much that you don't even pay attention to those things. And going through immigration now, it very something where it's very critical. And I'm always on my toes about that. And I can hold me back. Last time I hold me back for any married and I'm here. You say, my sister, if possible, I'll put dogs by you. So they do. I'm like, I need to. Because I had watched a documentary prior to going, and I saw how some people can get case in immigration just because somebody decide for dip something in them bag that has nothing to them. No, but I don't know that bag them fenam. So very much, okay, we did get a caller. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Sambabayo from Kono.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your name?
Well, they tell me everything because they make the land over here. Some of the things we really are the discuss about traveling. You know, some people can just grab no more. I want to go this side. You know, get no documents, no paper, grab phone and then country there. Go see something. I mean, I'm not going to call and say them go see the advantage for and I go see the advantage for the country. Because you know, grab no more, you're going to the country. You know, there's no document.
That's true.
Yeah.
Then the most important side of traveling, they make one is socialize, then you see things common. So much amount from some people and then Konona from where they born there. You be McKinney. You know, you lost a lot. Go sometime even if you don't want step, try. If you're not inside your own country, study 1 or 2, 3 size, then you know it's more advantageous than we don't know more one place.
Right.
You know, you're not going to learn something and you're not going to see some things. Then the first time where I go Britain, I've been just sitting on a heaven a day. You know, because the way I've been see the place. And the way I've been watch step, they really know say one who don't can so. Me eyes them the way the waka did that, you know. Now they them but what you know say this now this is just can alone not done. Because
hopefully they're not too
yeah. That's why you know go one day you go the year and I say they up they don't waka this that. So now they don't, you know, but we don't village and say this is just cow lower man. You know, but you really find where you travel because when you travel, they learn a lot. Then yeah, they open. The language, you know, it just like we come out now, Corona, you go free song. We talk them gonna say this now apply come out.
Yes.
Because the Creole, they talk with the one when they talk now free and are different. So you see, so really, a nice for travel, but we you do under legal way, they not do under illegal way.
Thank you.
Like me, I don't go for a cool African country, but what I don't learn out of anything there, really, I just feel like I'm back, like I'm going on the right channel as you don't inside board belly, then hoping me down, then I get respect. Then they begin pass it to me now, water, go left now, water, or go get some constrain them way, go find for me tomorrow.
Yeah,
true.
You see? Really, media advise people we want to go overseas, make sure that you plan and you get your documents, get correct paper them. You say you see everything common for you, but we gonna people in country who get documents, not easy. You strain. Some person go in our house, go come because like Saloya, so if you want work a whole day, nobody know they ask you. But when you go to some European countries, then when you come out in the street, then see no more you work at that way, then they ask you.
I think it's a signal.
Really happy for Una. God bless Una. And I like for the listening to Radio Flashlight.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes some like really amazing points. Really, really, really. Like he hit the nail on the head. Travel sweet. It exposes you to so many different cultures, different people, and different perspective. And it's fun when you do it, but when you do them the legal way. When you do them the illegal way, oh God. I tell you, begin Allah. Waiting I do. Because like I have watched so many documentaries of people traveling illegally to other countries. And that's not something I want for sit down and get conversation, but because I know like that would be so traumatic for me as an individual. In fact, I don't like for go to that back of the memories. I make I glad we'll get this topic today, so at least we can tell people them like waiting the need for no. And just like rounding up on my last point where you say you personal possess like be very aware of your surrounding where you go, take care of your personal belongings. These are things where anything can go wrong. Airports, like a lot of people they go through, come out, go through, come out, go through. Actually, way they pass border, even by road safety they pass. A lot of people they pass every single day. So you don't know it's not that person intention. You know your intention when you travel. The other person, you don't know the other person intention when you travel. So just be very much aware of your surrounding. Guard your personal possessions. Be very alert, and of course, have fun. I think those are your own, and I think it's just I hope then simply also help you.
Indeed. You can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. One year from you, the first time we decide for travel, whether not from one provincial area or district to another or to another country, or still 1 year you experience, because each traveling is different, to be honest with you. I made on share my own experience from where I moved from Freetown, go McKinney, where I begin explore my surroundings. Then I don't travel, go other countries, them all for me not the same, because all the people there are different, language is different, the culture is different, how you they conduct yourself back is different. So it's good to travel as well, because you get to learn about other cultures and how other people then they reason and how then they do things. It also they shape how they become. Because when you are in just the one space, you kind of become self-centered. You think you know all. But when you begin travel out, you realize that, okay, well, I never knew that this existed. Or like, okay, so then they eat this kind of way. So it allow you for explore a lot more. And you yourself go become a very interesting person. Because not so like just one way you day. So if fine for like you actually, even if not within the country like you travel, would they receive another call?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Your name and where you call from, please?
Me and Dr. Mike, they call from both.
Okay.
Thanks very much for the program. I just want to admonish some of the people who do not travel, who want to travel. And then for travel, you have to get all necessary documents for avoid embarrassment. I have a difference for Sierra Leone and other countries. That's why we travel from Sierra Leone to Accra. The airport, how we behave here in the airport to airport in Accra is not the same. If you Accra, they're very disciplined. In fact, if you don't pay everything, you don't go ever get to the Ghanaian store. Even when you get there at the place, before you, the plane, the airport is just like how they build in London.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a plane, they go most of the plane, you get inside.
Mm-hmm.
They go more, then from the go more to do more.
Mm-hmm.
And before you enter into the airport, you go to the office. From the plane, people, security, they ask you, are you coming to Accra or going another country? When you say you are not coming to Accra, you will never step down from the plane to go back.
Mm-hmm.
It's very strict. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
And traveling to Liberia also, you see, the immigration regularly say, Australia would overlook
A lot.
many things.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the people because their immigration is very much tight.
Mm-hmm.
You see, here we leave everybody free, but in Monrovia, everybody is not just free.
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you move around, idly, people intercept you.
Mm-hmm.
There are types of what people that immigration agents are all there in Monrovia.
Mm-hmm.
They check you. You see, so it's very, very good. And when you travel, make sure you go to the embassy. The embassy know you there, and when they come out, the embassy will know say you they come out.
Yeah.
That
Right.
will be your safety.
Yeah.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, another salient point.
Yes, indeed. When you travel out a lot, actually, you realize, say, Salon Airport, very, very lenient.
Yeah.
Even when it comes to baggage weight.
Oh, yeah.
Putting items in your luggage where you're not supposed to put, or you hand luggage. Where you go over Usai rules and streets. As soon as you land, where you walk through, all things they go inside the dustbin.
I know.
You dey cry take against.
Okay,
because now salon where you don't do anything, they say I beg, now forget on a mistake. You go talk, turn the talk
They
say
let
you
you.
enter the plane.
Yeah.
But as soon as you left, you go other side. They don't tolerate that nonsense day from you at all. All thing then the two way. Then it happened to me even from England to Salon.
Now go cry.
I forget, then get rules on liquids because of bombings and all these things. And I mistakenly put me perfume them inside me hand luggage. I not be no saying a rule. And where I go now the airport, then to away expensive. Yes, then say you not allow. But where you cross the gate, where you cross the gate, you can buy and then put them. But if not inside the airport, you buy them. If you put them inside your main luggage, not to your hand luggage. And me go put on my hand luggage for safety reasons. And I end up for loss all them perfume, then they make up everything.
I think
now that day I land say, okay, rule day for liquids.
I can't go watch videos and waiting and can do them. But I need for nothing happen to them perfume then. I not able to sleep.
No, then they told them. Then they told them they not get no reason for use them. Then they told them. So you really need for be particular. About you traveling. We want to go on a music break. We'll come back with continue with the tips. We'll go on to continue for call we tell we on our own experiences then, because it's very interesting when they learn things every day. And the man we call just now from Bo, don't remind we say you need to be particular even with your hand luggage. Salon lenient, we go other country the leniency in order.
No.
So now for take time. So follow the rule from the beginning till you go so that it not affects you. We'll go on a music break and we'll come back. We'll continue with the conversation.
We listen on BreakFast Radio.
Indeed, you talk. We listen on Fry Radio. Good morning and welcome to Radio Fry 97.1 FM. It is a beautiful Monday morning. It's the 24th of January and it's 10:04 in the studios.
Oh my God.
Yes. And today's topic is first time traveling experience, especially when you're going to another country. But we also entertain within the country because not all man get money for travel. And we not they say all man for travel.
No.
We just say if you get the opportunity for travel, some of the things that we need to think about. We do have some messages on Facebook that I would like to read because, you guys are always engaging us.
Yeah.
Whether it's text messages, WhatsApp messages, calls, you're always there.
We get a call.
Okay, let's take
from
this call.
Mr. Smith.
That's up. Hello?
Yeah,
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Sorry guys, I've not been with you guys for the past 2-3 days. I was engaged. I didn't miss the show.
Aww.
Traveling. this are not go shame. You know, me na NGO. I don't know. The first time before go Zambia. First time that me for us on a plane. I mean, go do some trainings for some people there. Hey, mama. Now we reach na Kenya. You know, so you get for na Kenya. I always we use. Now we reach na Kenya. You know, now they say with the transit day. The first thing first, what I can do. I just follow one group where they go. Be that group, then the other side, and they go for go take. For go take their own plane for go to other country. Then say na Ghana or USA, we don't know. They go further there. Now later, what they ask now, somebody tell me say, no, your people are over there. You want to go Zambia and Uganda because Zambia from Kenya to Zambia far. So I won't go join the group back. You know, I don't mean no say this escalator. I mean first time. I don't mean no say you don't go claim day. You know for waka boko. If you just the thing they go for himself, you go reach there you can't do. Now I begin make like say a step at it. I begin me step.
Oh my God.
I miss step 1 2 10. I want for them. So I catch up now, notice say, okay, me say act like say, you know, me now I go across that part there. Then the other side, we go now, you know, say na Kenya the airport so the markets are so big, about 24 stations there. They say if you looking at the I call them the sign them, the TV there, you go see you say if you travel, go say your own place there. I'm now begin watch from station 1, stay station 25, go and watch. I dey watch no man AC. Finally, I can't see me point now. Bio, I mean, last day they wait for now for can cross for give me passport. That experience, you know me for you. When I reach now, after cross go inside myself, I begin act now like say you don't tape any business. You know, so they TV screen. I just press that now, I begin to watch. But they return, can watch me now. Now me they make like say I don't pass 50 years ever they travel. So excuse me, I mean the table now. Excuse me. I don't lost you. Excuse me, can I help you? So it was interesting. I was so excited, but then that thing not be funny. Now the escalator, I nearly for now. But now I'm in a guru. At least I don't tell 1 or 2 10 I don't go. But that first experience, man. So we had the court. You want to come on and help me? Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Oh my God,
that's a funny experience.
Yeah, that's a funny one.
Definitely, when you're traveling, the escalators they're not easy. If you don't understand that, you even get the flat one. Now, where you go England, especially, I don't know about America. I never go there, but you get the flat one back where they like as the floor they move.
I think me, I go for document. I definitely document that like on video.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use that.
Escalator.
I don't want to use that escalator there. And I see them and it's scary. First of all, I dey forget lift. Lift way just they go up. I dey forget them because me as I dey like and it's so embarrassing because and I always why they go inside lift. I dey make sure say na me one green did this. Why they embarrass myself? Na me and the mirror where they look me so na me and I'm like I'm embarrassing myself to me. And I just one day go out this people that say me papa be there and he's like, oh, I don't know the 4th floor. And so me ask go now for claim this step. Now the guy say the step the staircase not there in use right now. Now I say, hey me.
So I have to take this thing.
Why they take and the guy there and he was white. I said they look at me. Now I just say, please. me, I will just focus on my fear and just claim this thing. As the team, the guy like, I'm like, yes, I'm serious. But he was so nice though. Now he told me. He's like, oh, it's okay. I understand. And the question we can ask me, have you ever been in a plane? I'm like, how is that experience? I'm like, you don't even want to sit next to me. Just allow me to go. But I think I'm claustrophobic though. Especially when it's a moving.
No, but escalator get that thing where all man they feel like where they elevate you, they feel like you feel like you wait to go up.
You see
the way they land, the way how it is sustain. All man they feel and trust me.
Okay.
It take me long for get used to that feeling.
Good.
They eventually get used to the feeling.
Okay.
But not so odd feeling.
This is not just me. So
all man they feel.
Mr. Smith, not so you back, not so you want.
Indeed, we do have some messages on Facebook. I'll read them quickly. Amara Barcelona say good morning. Sarah and Dalton in the studio. Amara Barcelona of Team Best Texters in McKinney. Good morning as usual. Then we have Fanta Betty Camara. She says good morning, ladies. And she says, so if I may ask, what of the case in where you don't have enough time to go through the history or the biography of a particular country to know about their religion and traditions that you are to visit? What to do in such case? Well, Fanta, where you want to travel in faraway country, you don't actually need for understand like the history. Pass no more if you want to go do then kind of sightseeing, then they were related to the historical facts or whatever. But most of the time, most of the countries then get websites, and when you go on the websites, then they give you the quickest tips on the things that you need for know, or where you they do your visa process. Sometimes the on the internet, the visa process, they give you information like things to look out for. Make sure say you get a yellow card. Make sure say you get you like for example now with COVID. Make sure say you're tested
A
negative. Then what type of visa? Then can tell you say okay if you dey travel, you passport not for the 6 months to expire because they don't know how long you get for take. So make sure say you passport day in time in order expire anytime soon. So the information can most likely be on the visa website,
Right.
or on the country on website where you want to apply for the visa. So you don't need for do like any kind of in-depth anything. You're able to find the information very, very quickly. It's just for let you be aware. Give
Right.
you heads up waiting for lookouts for, because you get some states them like Dubai, you know they go wear skimpy, even this will wear so.
They're very particular.
You're not allowed for wearer. All thing for be long sleeve, for the show, anything, no fleshy business. So it good let you know the rules.
Right.
Let you not jump and plane you go, then send you come back, say no, they go according to the rules. So now I make camera be to say you for research about the culture, because some countries are very, very specific. Others like Salon don't really care. So it just depends who side they go. Messi Musa King Lord say good morning, Fry. And Jonathan Musa says, good morning, Radio Fry. You guys are amazing. I like the topic of discussion today. First time traveling to another. There are so many risks involved in traveling illegally. My advice is that when you want to travel to another country, make sure you have a relevant document that will identify you as a Sierra Leonean. And Nafisatu Jallo, she's laughing, so I'm guessing she was enjoying what Mr. Smith was explaining his own story. So we get some more tips.
Right.
As we go through these small tips, please feel free for call we on 088-971-9714. Give your own contribution, tell we your own story, your own experience. You can also go on with Facebook, just type Radio Fry. You see we there live. You can send a message there. I think we're receiving another call.
Yeah.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Oh, winner. Leozi from Region.
Okay.
Yeah, my first experience.
You don't mind if I turn down the radio, please? They get negative feedback.
My first experience now, I go upline because I never go there silently. So I go, I think I bow, yes. I go bow. It not be easy, man. Well, I'm gonna pay because the bow they get out the name there heart for call. So like it be really difficult for my eyebrow know the place that I come more.
Right.
So like we go now the place also for lodge. Let me come out and say my go work on casa with the place. Or pass go find me. The place in the we not sabi, and how me go say na so sabi there. The name they ask for call bow. So it be really difficult. But then now God be make a go to me from where later they go find more Saturday. Now I say, oh Papa go next time I will come on. So you go I just go no more like that Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
No, it's true. Sometimes when you go on site, well, Naimiki says Salon, the Google Map thing, you don't get for.
No.
But in other countries,
It
actually,
works.
you really need that Google because where they lost, especially when you go big places like England, America, where they get subway, they get underway, they get this way, that way, all sorts of ways, and cars are passing, train is passing, and you're like, where do I go? Like, you don't even know how to move.
The thing why I say Google Map not go work is because cousin when I ever come salon come and I tell him say you dey work out with the driver. Tell the driver make the driver come Churchyard Wilkinson Road. When you get Churchyard Wilkinson Road, just make her know. I go send person in a junction or me go come in a junction. Oh no, just send me the Google Map. I'm like okay, and then Google Map said now where then come fast and start inside they will move. the car is not going. I'm like, I told you. The thing you need to do is let me know where you are so we can actually pick you up. But you cannot say Google Map. Like Salone and Google Map. Even me don't go through the Google Map. No. It's like the Google Map, the tap. It's like it's
unidentifiable, yeah.
Because I don't know who satellite take the map. No, but nothing they include that.
You know what the thing is? When you there abroad, then they teach you say you not to alter you for ask people. You for always use Google Map. Map. Even with the car, you have the I've forgotten the name of the thing that you attach to your car. Okay. So even if you must cannot get GPS, you buy external GPS. And put on your motor car. They always advise it, especially where they travel, even if you know the route, because he always updated. They tell you usai accident day, usai roadblock. Okay. So it able to divert you for take other routes. It can also tell you the shortest possible route. So even me, where I come like every day Google. But why don't you use the salon? I was like, oh, okay, you don't need Google at this place. You able to figure things out.
Yeah, you can actually able to figure things out.
But when you go out, this mentality of you able to figure it out in not a work. Okay. You actually need Google for allow you for move around. Oh yeah.
But I like the point where Lizzo make actually. I think that's my own experience because during the war where we become free tongue, I was like really, really young. I'm not get I get an idea of how Kabbalah be used for look like, but it was very so vague and the way I remember things. So I was excited about going back. But I'll not go back until I was remember leaving Kabbalah at the age of 3 and going back at the age of 14. So, and after the war, them burn everything. So me, I was hoping to see child houses, people, blah, 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 and stuff. So I just went there and I was like, oh, this is so beautiful. Of course, I feel like the downgrade from Freetown to, because the way I imagined the house was so big. But then I went back and I realized, this is the house I remember. The house looks so small. Why is this room look so small? Why are the things everything looks so foreign? But when we go in depth at the village, and I realized where me walking around naked at home came from. So, but here, Freetown, when you do that, people frown. But in those villages, I just realized that I will just shut the doors, and I walked out and I was standing at the. Okay, when we get to the force, where I wake that morning, I started to see people in the pass, so the people in the pass. And I even care if them Bobby didn't do. I'm like, oh, so this is a thing. And me some place now go pull me close that can't happen. So I watch. Nobody not tell me. I'm like, oh, so this is a cultural thing. So that's why you need to understand the certain cultures, because some countries and the way, some side in the way you go, you left your bobby nado, you left your body nado, and they frown upon them. But in that setting, just because they say, oh, if you not go bondo it, you are allowed to be naked as a girl, even if your bobby don't come out, it does they not even care, they not even watch because they see you as Pekin. Okay. They not even care about you. Okay. So now the moments when you don't go through that bondo society don't come out, that's when you're obligated to start covering up. So we've been just in that category there, and they go na the water side, go swim. But it was a fun experience though. I loved it. So, and I got to see a different side of being a cranko. But even though me cranko was rubbish. That was when I realized the cranko while they talk, not so cranko. Me, I just crash the surface.
It's cranko.
It's cranko.
Cranko.
Then they talk me cranko. Because maybe they say, how they say,
okay, come and take our radio.
That's why they say, like I say, bonode, for them, that go land the actual pronunciation. Because when I be there for it, I just say, they call domot actually in Kwanko a domot. Okay. But when I went to the provinces, that's when I realized Dankwali. That's when I realized that the actual name in Kwanko is Bondode. I'm like, ooh. All those things, I had to go through all the process again, and I had children teaching me, telling stories, teaching me, and when I come back, I don't
professional, just like Mr. Smith.
But right now, if I go,
professional traveler,
because it has been 3 years since I went. The last time I was there was in 2019, no 2020, and 2020 I didn't go. 2020, hopefully I'm going this year as well. But I know that they can't go on bad because even the Creole self right now is bad. God, what's happening? Please help me. I cannot be doing this. But I pride myself in knowing that I speak 4 or 5 languages.
Wow.
So it's very difficult to put all that together. I talk English. I talk Creole. I talk Kranko. I talk Madingo. It's a bit of fuller.
Okay.
So I pride myself in those things.
They try.
So if the Creole self, I'm born gonna be a me.
You get bokutin and I aid.
No, be on me.
We get a message from Yusuf Mosire Suma. He says, "Hi BNC. Traveling to another country is like washing without a soap. There are many things you'll be facing, such as language barrier, identity, dress code, etc." And then he says, "My first experience traveling to another country is when I left for Guinea. Speaking French was very big challenge for me."
Yeah.
Yes, Camry has explained that. So we're going to continue some of the tips. As we continue with the tips, please, you can call we on 088-971-971 for contribute, send WhatsApp message, text message, call we. You can also go on with Facebook and just drop a comment there, and we'll be able to read you comment. You can even send we a message on Messenger. We will also read them. So a couple of other things where you need for also bear in mind when it comes to traveling, especially where they go long distance out of the country. They say it's very important if you make copies of you important documents. Like for example, you yellow card where you better talk about. Then say it's good if you get photocopy version, just in case something happened and get reference of something where they can go now research and see, oh yes, maybe they left salon, it been registered this card or whatever it is. So then say it's very, very important for like you make copies of them. Then exchanging your money.
Exchange rates.
Yes, you need to understand exchange rates. You need for exchange your money. You know, go left salon with you Leons. You go other country. You think say they go able exchange ayanda. So now for make the exchanges in a salon. Most of the time you for hold dollar because most people then they take dollar more than pounds. Will they receive a call? We'll go answer this call and continue with the tips.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad for hearing me system where she tell me say you go work at Dankawali. Yeah, me name na Dankawali Mansare.
Dankawali Mansare.
For yeah, I read that. My sister go work as far as Dankawali. I was so happy.
Okay.
Yeah. But you are personal, if you the less better get in contact the new back, I go on so could personally. As your sister, me na Dankawali Mansare, I serve the army. Come out there, I work Bank of Sierra Leone. For now, I did at home.
Okay. I'll go after the show. I'll go reach out to you.
Okay, Mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, that's your brother from another mother.
Yeah, from Dankawali.
Indeed. Thank you so much for calling and being part of the show.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
So exchange rates very, very important. Would you receive another call? Hello, good morning.
Umaru. Waya. Wayi or Waya?
Hello?
Waye.
Wayi.
Okay.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Oh no. Umaru, call we back. 1 year story.
Yeah, you can call me as well on WhatsApp on 088-971-971.
Indeed. So like what they say, exchange rates very important for exchange your currency, all the correct currency way they will use in most places. In most places, to be honest, na dollar. Just European countries and they will take pounds and euros. But most countries is dollars. So ensure that you exchange your money so that you're able all substantial amounts for go through with. Even sometimes some unexpected costs can come up. So like we'll be to talk about leniency with baggage. Say you luggage overweight, but salon allow you for pass. When you reach the other side, unfortunately you get for pay that pay. You need for fender money. So if you know all substantial amounts like $100, $200 now you earn, sometimes you can get stuck. And then nobody know they for help you. It say also you for complete all your purchases them now the local currency. And make sure say that you they use the correct currency now the country. Where it can to travel advice, you for go on most of the country their websites. They have websites where they give you information for visa information, travel information, maybe even the flights information is on that website. And then insurance also very, very important. We're not taken serious. Travel insurance is very important. Let's say something happened to the flight or the flight gets cancelled for whatever reason. You get different levels of insurance. Some can protect you so that you're able get you refund back, or then can issue you a new ticket. So insurance can be very important, even when it comes to health. In some places like the US, you can't go without getting an insurance. So you're not going to just travel no more and things that then go help you and with you health. We go answer this call.
Good morning.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say good morning, Radio BreakFast.
Good morning.
I'm not talking to Sheku Kuchibudabo all the way from Kabala. I cried for Madame Kranko because I don't know his name.
Come on.
Don't say they call me back.
Oh, okay.
You have lots of brothers out there.
I know. I had no idea. You know, I'm not being no say when they listen.
Oh.
Malo no kafa told me sola.
Oh, that they repeat.
Well, I just repeat exactly what I say about Krakow.
Will you receive another call?
Will you receive another call? Good morning.
Yeah, hello, good Radio Fresh, right?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Your name and side the call from, please.
Guys,
what's happening?
call we on WhatsApp. It's okay.
Call we on
One year
WhatsApp.
from you, especially the one with the with it relate to camera right now.
Right
I know they're
now.
able to talk that Quran call. That nigga for me 1 year for getting the greeting correct.
1 year because well, I think it's very much similar to Kono. Wosoma, but in say Wosoma, it can the Kira, or if na Santa say Tanama Tele.
That's one I
if
can't
na evening
repeat.
it's a Wongurayo.
No. It's not going to work for me. Listen, yeah, my people from McKinney, Bo, Kenema, Kono were fine. Quran, I'm sorry, yeah, because that me mods not the able. They try for teach me, but me brain they say, how for process this one.
Okay, I think that's how we break with the process where what that be they teach about the Bo and Kenema. They're like, wow, this I'm like, oh. I mean, we can
Then I
pronounce
shrink
this.
man
It's not
business.
I can't go pronounce this now, but you know, we don't go through that. We don't go through that.
Yes,
we don't go through
we
that.
don't pass. I'll get there eventually.
more master the Creole first.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
So, as we would say, travel insurance very, very important.
Yeah.
Medical insurance, all the types of insurances. So now for Google and research, each country getting your own set of rules. Like I say, for America, you don't go just travel. You don't get travel insurance. You don't get medical insurance because in case something happened to you, you get for pay. Way not day. But you get other European countries that way more lenient where it can to health. Also then say you not for take anything too valuable where you go sunshine new. Not take too not take too valuable things because if you lost them, no problem.
Right.
I get for friend and back. So especially if you go on vacation, you don't need for take all you like some man can want go bluff if they taking laptop, iPad, and phone, in this and that. For just go bluff say you get the items and they. But you don't need all.
No.
You just take waiting necessary and waiting they able hold on to you tightly so that you know they able lost them. And then also most people can be faulters of this. Find out your baggage weight and the size restriction.
No.
America very, very particular about them kind of things, and they Europe slightly more lenient. They're not get like extortionate prices attached to them. But for the US, they're very, very particular. If they say the bag size now like the size of my computer, if you dey 1 inch over, you they pay for that inch then.
What?
If they say na 20 kg and you did 21, you dey pay for that 1 extra kg. So you really, really need for take that there into serious consideration, especially to the country where they go to, because most of the time it carry fees.
Okay.
And if you know all money on you, the travel cancel because somebody need for save you. No begging, no day where they beg for let them allow you for pass go through.
Yeah.
Let's take this call.
Good morning.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
Morning.
Your name and side the call from, please.
Yeah. Well, I'm name Ibrahim at the call from Peninsula.
Okay. What's not your contribution this morning?
Yes, I know. Yes, I be get an experience, a travel experience. Well, the first day I be travel now, return.
You laugh.
Yeah, it was so funny. Yeah.
So what's happened?
So the person where they come to, the person direct me for Fokana Eastern Police. You understand, eh? But the motorcar will take me na village. You na Kabaton the motorcar na the last station.
Eh?
So I was to reach Kabaton so na the motorcar drop. But that time I don't know say if na Kabaton no. when I later on, I will cut in and a filter and I know so now I can about to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
So now the month card drop me there. Now they call the person. I say, I don't reach instead police. So yeah, as I call, I say, I don't reach instead police. So now the police say, instead police at the map. Yes. So now they say make I ask somebody we for direct me.
Mm-hmm.
Now they ask the person. As the Moscow Council back, and they I say back. I want to go to Eastern. You understand? Eh?
Yeah, I understand. Oh my God, that's insane.
As I say I want to go to Eastern. So that now the apprentice they watch me. As they watch me, so they watch me up and down. Now they say Sekalago. I say what's about? Sabusa back that go left me. BNB. They say na Eastern.
Wow.
I pay.
Hey, boy.
I pay the bag. Now they drop in the bag. Now they at my bag. I call the person. I say where we stay now. Now they ask for the report back. Say na PNB so it. Say not to Eastern. Now they take other motka back.
Hey, boy.
So na PNB I left now. Now the long boss they come. The long boss the wiki come on. Let me see. Regent Road from Regent Road to Kabaton. So they are meet up now. Now they deposit them. It's a join one long balls. It's long balls then. It's a as there is so ton. Say take that much card they want to like See last time I say yes. So now I left my ability. Now I don't take no other much card again. No, now the boss but I be wait for. Yeah. So as I see what the boss they come, they say ton. Now they are break out. And they ask him, I said how much? He said at 10,000. Yeah, so that 10,000. I said, watch you so you know say na my first day and then tell me say at 10,000. Now they are bigger. I said Bola pay 5,000. He said so okay, take a logo. And then we come back, you see road back, now they back the traffic block. Once the cocoa. So now they I tell her, I say now they ask the apprentice. I said now which side would they so? Now they say na Kisi Road now. Now they I they na Kisi Road now. Now they ask me say which side they go. I said na Eastern police I get for job. They say pay for the money. I said how much should be talking. Now they say na 5,000. Now they afford the 5,000 I get. As we show. Now the person asked me now. He said how much he pay so. I say Minister. I say if you know the kind of money what spent today. I say not funny. I said when the motor card dropping for Ghana, I said I pay other money back. I said the card they left me on the back 5,000. I pay other. Now they say where go. So we say that they expect that they will be get now. But I don't can't say that a future now. You don't get the joke now.
Yeah.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Yeah, indeed. Sometimes when you go to new places, then they cheat you.
Oh yeah.
Where you not sabi.
You need for pay.
Yes.
You need for pay. Now make I think me are very particular about any side where they go. I make sure say I get skunk post in the way asabi. Because I like aware of all them barriers there, so and how difficult it can be for navigate your way through. It's very exciting when you get language barrier, which is very difficult. If in an English speaking country you speak English, it's very easy for you. Like even when I been get stuck in a Gambia the airport and stuff, they say power for proof say I take the vaccine, or if I want for cross go because I not get proof say I get the yellow card for take. I'm like no. But then again, we talk about the expense. Yeah. You need to get money. Yeah. Because they were very adamant about you need for pay for the vaccine, or you take the vaccine or take the card. So the language, of course, then they speak English. It's an English speaking country. So we don't go back and forth. Eventually, I'm there on the phone with my cousin wait for can pick me up, and I really talk Madingo to them, and the other person say, So imagine for like you talk Madingo, I'm like, oh yeah, that's when you realize that we're family. So because of I make her understand. I talk and say I take, but no, come take the
vaccine again
over again, and it was like, okay, well, what we go do? Pay for the card. So you see another expense, so it will not be even the plan for coming to the way, and I have to pay for that card day. And now I get 3 yellow card, which I don't even need. Like I don't even need, but I guess I'm just in case. So me now, anytime I travel, I dey put them all inside my passports and all them. So for sure, you say 3 times I don't take this thing. So may not be mistake against them for tell me say. So if you want for them, I know so I get 2 spare. But then if I adhere to the photocopy, just in case.
Just in case. It is very, very important. And we'll continue with the discussion. If not the first time we tune into the radio, this is now Radio Fry 97.1 FM. And this is now the Breakfast Mix with me, Brigitte Dalton Sese.
And Kamara, Sarah Kamara.
Yes, and on the Breakfast Mix, we get conversation on everyday reality. Thing the way people they allow you for just just express yourself, just talk about who they talk about them, because it's very, very important. They allow you for teach somebody else, or just it's just nice for share story anyway for let other person yeri. Then sometimes one day where instead kind of the same situation, you go decide now waiting for do. But when you not get examples, it actually make that decision. So don't get boku story them on first time experiences traveling, whether now within the country or outside of the country. But we young tips that would give, they focus more on outside of the country for like you able plan yourself. But the same rules again can apply. Some of them can apply for within the country.
Yeah.
You get text message for read for us?
Oh yeah, I get text message for read actually. This one say, hello guys, how are you guys doing? Thank you for the great job. May God continue to bless you, and I love you so much.
Aww.
And especially Sarah Kamara.
Aww.
Oh, I love you so much there. The way you speak make me relieve.
Aww.
Love you guys very much. You guys are doing a great job. Sorry, this person not include a name outside the text from. Let me check WhatsApp as well. We say, hello, my name is Adams Amara Kuranko from Kabbalah. I'm really happy for my sister speaking our tribe. Thank you very much, sis. I like your program. Thank you all. Okay, so that's
today's Kuranko Day.
Today's Kuranko Day. So you see, we conquer with a lot of people. I had no idea that my brothers and sisters are out there listening to Radio Fry Fry. So I continue for the listening, and so we can call them we boku.
Yes.
So I tell una family them say una sister, then I get you fry fry. Una me for the yeri, and una for the call, engage, and also follow page.
Yes.
On Facebook.
Click on it.
So now going to see more on the page na Radio Fry Fry, and
Indeed.
of course, something one want to come to the studio, one self can talk.
Indeed.
And share our experience. Bona, thank you.
Indeed. And on Friday, we celebrated just 2 weeks we're on day on air. We celebrate over 1.7k followers. One tell on a thank you for where una they follow we, una they listen to the conversation, and they patronize with we, and we get boku things and for offload on Radio Fry Fry. This not just the first month when they experience we, so we they start with we general conversations them on first time experiences, and we don't talk about boku things then, right?
Yeah.
From best friend, crush, marriage, friendship, relationship, divorce, breakup, everything. And today now traveling.
I don't know. I don't even know, just me, but I'm super excited about February.
That's a month of love.
That's what one get for the talk. We get people in the studio for come talk, and nyama what you love me. So if you don't say you're not possible, like love.
Yes.
I tell you to say so Salomon the romantic. And this year the ladies them we're gonna get one stick spoon of fry.
I will tell you.
No giving of boxers as Valentine's Day gift. Please be creative. We'll talk about that in February.
Indeed. You can call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show. We'll continue with traveling tips for helping her in case anytime where you need for travel, waiting are some of the things them we need for think about. So again with baggage, sometimes we can get super excited when it comes to food. Okay. We can get super excited when it comes to food. Can say, I go this country sometimes I don't go like that eat self. That puts me on inside my bag. Some countries get restriction.
Right.
They're able to just take all kind of food and put it inside your luggage. Like particularly England. They're not like them kind of thing, and they like then leaf, then meats, there. Like some man like snail and say, oh, I go England, then not go get snail or America. You not allow for put them kind of food, then they no matter how much you dry them, salt them, you not allow for put them inside your luggage, because when you reach to the immigration part and they open your luggage and look through everything, and even in they scan your bag first, and if they see anything odd, then they open your luggage and then they pull all things were irrelevant to them,
and take her out. And some of the reasons for that, now, in case of any diseases, they normally you bring disease into the country where the country not gets. I hope say people then they understand. I make them get them food restrictions then they not to like say then they put down people then culture, but every country different. And so we can't do anything and they're very, very strict. And waiting and find out as well is that some people then they smuggle drugs through food.
Whoa.
So now I made them become very, very strict where you can't do food. So if you they left salon and you don't put things them inside your bag, no say when you reach the other side, you they able beg salon man because we be easy for bow down. But when you reach the other side, if now you bag full of all kind nonsense, eat them. Meat, fish, this, that, then they pull out all come on your bag. And so you do waste your money, you do waste your time.
Right.
So not even invest your time for do that. You can take small snacks like granite, kaya, then kind of thing, and they but anything we're very, very particular to the country. The other side, they're not
Especially
tolerate
meat.
them. Yes, because of diseases, infections, and smuggling of drugs and other things. So that is the reason why they don't allow it. So alongside liquids comes food as well. So you're not allowed to take everything. And where you to travel now, you don't pack your bag, you don't pack your luggage, you don't go now airport, and then you remember, I forget me charger, I forget me this, I forget me that. So before they reach at the airport, you need to forget checklist of things where you put inside your bag. Like you for plan you travel at least 2 weeks in advance. For say okay, within the 2 weeks I go to pack small because when you rush for pack, you bound for forget something.
That's true.
But when you get your checklist, you know say okay, I need for pack all me underwear, me vest, me this. As you the brook, you the put them, and then you the tick her off now you list. It's not bad for let you make list. Not to bookman no more. They make list. All man for make list. You go through your list. You make sure that you get everything. But some of the things
this is very applicable to me.
Okay. But some of the
even
things
you are the car walk,
Yeah.
every day I forget one thing.
it is well.
It's like today, I forget my belt.
Able.
But it's okay. It is okay.
And when you pack your hand luggage, you need certain things now the plane for help you for ease the long travel where you get for travel. One, you need neck pillow. Because when you sit down uncomfortable for how many hours you're not really able to move, you're not able to sleep better.
Right.
Then can get pillow, but why say that pillow over soft? It ain't do nothing for your life. So you better let you buy then round one that was specific for neck.
Right.
So you buy the neck pillow. So at least if you sleep some kind way,
Your
you know
neck not go.
Yes, you know go at your neck. Then eye mask. Because sometimes when you didn't at the plane, either then get the lights on because not to alternate and they dim the lights, or sometimes during the day you dey travel. So or you want sleep. So you dey cover your eye with your eye mask so that they allow you for sleep. Then earplugs. You know, so people then buckle at the plane. This one they talk, this one they laugh, this one they watch this one they do that. So the best if you get your own earplugs. You download some nice music, if not music you want, or you download your own movies then where you want to watch. So that's where you go through the journey in the plane. You get some form of way for entertain yourself.
Yeah.
And then you need hand sanitizer because water no dey boku for they constantly they was you and you know say the toilets are like cubicle and boku people then they use them.
Right.
So if you not really need for go ease yourself, but you need for wash you and it good for let you get hand sanitizer and when alcohol rub 99.9%, they kill all germs and sorry.
I'm not supposed
Hygiene.
to laugh. But I we talk about 99.9%, and I remember COVID been just started. We didn't say hand sanitizer they kill 99.9%, and then there was this meme maybe they go around offering 1%,
Which is
that's so
cool.
big, like you get muscles. So as you say that, it's just popping in mind. This is the internet for you.
Indeed, so hand sanitizer does
Yeah.
have 99.9% coverage away from any germs. There is still that 1%.
We don't
And-
get muscle.
Yes, we get muscle. And then say you for download something entertaining. I don't talk about that when it comes to the earplugs. And you for take with you portable charger. So you know salon and we in China we like power bank because other countries and they know they use power bank so often.
Yeah, I think I found out that the funny way is when my sister came, and then she was very particular about charging. If I'm like, no, I get power. It's like, what's in a power bank? I'm like, Look, power bank, like you get power bank where they charge is like here, no, like so far now. For me, you supposed to get power bank.
I'm telling you.
Keeper, I'm like we get lights every day. So now for be away, but then they don't change now though.
Indeed.
But they get light now frequently.
Yes, but it's also good to have it anyway when you're traveling, because you don't know outside they go how long. You don't know if the switch they work at the airport or not, or something. Everybody they can charge, get chance for charge. So it good let you take some sort of portable charger, and then for take water bottle. Because yes, you need to keep yourself hydrated. Yes, then they serve you drinks na the plane, then they serve you food na the plane, but it's good for you constantly keep yourself hydrated, especially when you the transit. And transit now one of the most interesting things, because where we all the travel, now we mind with the things and something like very, very direct. We jump on the plane, we land, it done.
No, it done.
Yes, but no, especially with this whole COVID thing.
Oh.
You get boku transit zones them, and sometimes the transit it can long past the flight.
Really?
It is long past the flight. Some places you get for wait 9 hours, 14 hours for jump now to the next plane for connect you to Usai they go. So if you not Fenway for entertain yourself, I tell you it's one of the most boring moments in your whole entire traveling life. You dey wish for let magic happen, let you just appear and disappear.
No, 14, like minimum 14 hours. God.
Yeah, in some places it's 14 hours. You have to wait 9 hours.
No.
But the minimum most of the time is about 3 to 4 hours that most people.
I'll literally lose my mind.
That people have to wait. So you can entertain yourself within the airport. If you this on side where the airport's very interesting, you get shops there, you get different kinds of stores. You can just they browse through. Then they call it window shopping. They not say go buy. Window shopping. You can browse and experience some things and say, okay, I didn't know this perfume existed, this bag, they blah blah blah, and then just for make time pass by, because if you say you just sit on one place, it's very, very boring. So
let me just say this. Make sure say you're not like me that is so clumsy. You know, go Ace perfume. Where you say you get on the dollar and the perfume now $1,000.
I tell you.
Trust me, you go.
You go one beat yourself.
In case that perfume they go because you go just don't say, Martin.
Let me go back.
Shop assistant and I have it until I can pay my debt.
Indeed. And it says you should not get lost in translation. Some countries and they then do get some small phrase books. And places like Salon, of course, we're not too developed that side, and we not get, but expect say some other countries, like especially French, you can buy a small phrase book for French. You can buy a small phrase book for Spanish, Italian, English, those sorts of languages, because they're well exhausted in teaching other people. Then also, it say you not for post anything right away. This social media society that we live in, we lack for post the moments where they inside the taxi force. Then say you reach now the airport.
Not at the moment you're inside the taxi.
Okay, before
we do. There's this trend on social on TikTok that goes, TikTok on the floor, don't start.
Oh,
remind me of. So people at the begin post, begin document
days before,
2 weeks or 3 weeks before. Oh,
wow.
2 weeks, 1 week, 2 days, an hour in the plane.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
so I think this advice to go for those people.
Yes, it says you should not post anything right away. Not so for anything bad, not for security reason.
Right.
It say when they post something online, you they tell people then say you know they. You also empty,
Right.
especially if they know say you not possible where they live alone. So it they give them opportunity for misuse. You traveling opportunity where you don't get. So now I make them say you know for post anything right away. If you wait till you don't come back, then you post her now, because for security reason, let person not go broke inside you also and thief also until you they come na lost cause. So then say you know for post anything. And you know when you travel, sometimes it's good for like talk to other people. For get advice, especially the one that we don't travel. It'll help you. Just like we don't travel.
Yeah.
That make we able give on our tips on waiting for look out for.
Right.
So if you don't know anything, it best if you ask somebody. We don't go the same place. Like that man we take bus from Bo, they come Freetown. But people that don't travel that route today.
Right.
But if you be ask somebody where they close to you, say, oh, I want travel go Freetown, or are you the travel go Freetown? You not even need for tell and say I want travel. Are you the travel go Freetown? What are some of the things I want you to think about? Then go give you small tips that way you will think about.
Yeah.
So even when you come to prices, so that
people they know they dupe you. You go say, okay, so for Komobo, for Kantong, I go need like around 60,000 because and the main transportation are 50,000. Then the afafafaf connecting for Mekla reach side reach na 10,000. But if you don't know their ideas and you go can't spend 100,000
from PWD to okay, what's that is?
na Kabalato and
No. What's that clock tower? The
PZ.
not so PZ.
Eastern Police.
Because I think not just like the end of each, like because Kisi Road Day, right?
Yes.
Kisi Road Day start at of course Eastern Police.
Yeah.
And I think it end at the PWD.
Yeah.
So basically then I just like
One
from
stretch.
this table to like a stretch. So you pay to the pay past 2,000.
Yes.
This is in present days. But I think this way they talk so then 5 years before, which we be there around 700 leons or 1,000 leons for that point say because I really short point.
Yeah.
So make you pay 5,000 doing it and then well potentially if I don't pay 10,000 leons. But I think the person is sorry for them because he say this not green. And they can't take me on. So the streets he pay so. So I make where people what's the person they come up line where they can't feel and they actually say you don't pay the streets. So that's what they reference.
Okay.
So you don't pay the streets, like when you can, I know say bing. And I was once my brother, I think it come up line where it come. You not ever see motokade. Boku. So it come and we then like a 2-story building. And I think we'll be there around St. John area by then. And it come and then it's him up and he see like traffic block. And the motokade and just break no. So it just come on like, wow. Like like he come na net the monitor and he just come I don't know when he see motokade long. I say, you watch and I say, eh? So he motokade and tell me. So from that day now, 30 days,
You're saying that.
I grew up calling him Uncle Terme.
Oh.
So I thought that was his name. So only when I big and I mama say, Brother Amara, I'm like,
Who's this Amara?
Who's this Amara? It's like, you uncle, who are they called Terme? My brother, I named that name. But pants are like provoke. So since then, but he's so proud of the name. But just as I tell you, say no more. Some things can be so fascinating to you the first time you experience them and stuff. So, some countries where you go, you really not agree, they pay.
Yeah.
Like I was working with somebody, one of the colleagues I work with, Mahmoud. He explained your experience when you go Senegal. Because Senegal, most of the money are coin. But in Suya, we coins them cheap, like 500 leons, one block. So if you say like it's the same, na Senegal where EB say, then coin then are in cheap. Not knowing that the coin more valuable than the paper money. So by the time they come on at the car park for go, all the coin where you don't get and it's also the guy they watch and so give me that. So when you get to the person say, Amos, it got change $100. And when the person asks, Amos, you pay for me and I tell and I say, eh? Now I begin classify the money then so like the one coin with is and this one coin are 100,000. So what is supposed to pay from the car park to Usai for day is like 20,000.
Wow.
But in give the guy 3 of that coin day. So in pay 300,000 just for get to that place.
Wow.
Isn't that so I get you so me at the wow. See, but I pay the munku fee. So anyways, but that's the experience of most people get. That's when I'm traveling, I make sure I do research a lot.
Indeed. Would you receive another call?
Good morning.
Hello? Okay, you can continue to call us on 088-971-971. We only have 6 minutes left until we have to say goodbye.
Sadly.
Yes, sadly. So if you want to share your traveling experiences, tips that you want somebody else to know about, please feel free to call us on 088-971-971 to be part of the show and to be part of the conversation. You can text us, WhatsApp call us. You can send us a message under our live video, in fact, and we'll definitely read your messages so that your thoughts, your feelings can be expressed through us with a readout for you. Yes.
So we can check WhatsApp. Probably we don't get because WhatsApp can get so many engagement there.
Yes, indeed, definitely.
This person say, good morning to Radio 55. I really appreciate your conversations with the community and country as a whole because you are educating us on traveling within and outside of Sierra Leone. May God continue to bless you and the entire team of the radio station. Lahai Fofona from Peninsula Road. I think we had this caller earlier and he shared his experience with us. That's all we have for now in terms of messages on WhatsApp. I think we have a message again from, this is another Danko Ali person that says, my sister, please do call me after the program.
Aww.
Oh, wow.
You guys are so cute.
Guys,
why are my English people not calling me?
They have to start calling. So, the one you give the accent.
Okay. From now on, I'm just going to speak English, okay?
Yes.
Yes. But the problem is, if I speak like this, you guys are not going to understand what I'm saying. You're going to be like, who is that person on the radio?
Right here.
So, pass, I get for talking soon now.
And
I struggle. If I know the translation where they go inside my brain right now, it had to, because I the talking at English na me aid, that I get for translate and I mean mind, then I talking now.
Okay. So imagine you wake up and you thought then they in Crankle. And you get for translate them to Creole and then translate them to English. So on those days I don't say anything. You will talk to me and I will not be so like and even when I'm texting, I tend to text Crankle. I'm like, bear with me. We have another caller. I think this will be our final caller for today.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Well, good morning. Thank you. This program,
Okay.
Okay. Say the call from Tumbo.
Yes.
In Ishmael Kanu. I'm glad for you. Even though you not get for talk, but knowing
that you enjoy the program.
You enjoy?
Yeah.
We they reach Tumbo all.
I did tell you.
You know what's like Tumbo Day?
Me as I be it off Waterloo. She thinks I've not traveled.
Talk first. No, wait, no matter. We go for the glue now with travel diaries. We go for glue now. A step down of it. We they do a visual recording of it, and of course, couple up and post them on Fry website, and of course on the Facebook page for motivate to some more. Because even if you don't get the opportunity for travel outside of Sierra Leone, but make sure say you travel within.
And Sierra Leone beautiful. Wow. I've never been to Banana Island, and I really want for go there.
You should. I've been there.
Yes.
Oh.
I mean, really like camera. They say you really no need for go outside. No, they envy sometimes for say me I want travel go so and so place. Enjoy your own landscape first. Experience everything. Then no say I'm not been saying so all the cultures and difference. I've been feel to say, we can all jam one place, but we're not really the express with culture. But when you go now the separate areas them, now that's when you didn't know say, wow. Like Italics in a different place you travel to. And
even me I think I don't go Kenema.
Okay.
I don't go Bo. I don't recently go McKinney. I always pass McKinney because you go Kabbalah, you pass through McKinney. But I not ever did like a day within McKinney. But recently I go on a weekend trip to McKinney and I spend like Friday. I will go there on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening time. Now I come back. It was really, really fun. I think that because the dry season was very humid, I was like sweating throughout. But the experience was fun though. I love the people. I like their food. I like how they cook because me, I'm a foodie. So I eat a lot. So anytime I go, I'm in paramount concern and because I reach, I'm like, also I get good food now. So me uncle watch me. I say, we need for know where we get food so I can be comfortable in my surrounding because with food I get energy. But I really love the people. It was fun. The nightlife was great. I look forward for go explore Bo now because when I've been go Bo not to be the Bo now.
Okay.
And a lot of people they say Bo don't improve, and they concern the second city and stuff. Even though in the fete between McKinney and Bo and the fete and Kenema as well, they try for. But I really want to explore. Or I don't go put local. I don't go and
Lunge.
Yeah, I don't go Lunge as well. I don't go Lunge. I think I don't become. We had like a funeral there, so we go there, and Imbak was so fun, even though it was like not what I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie, because my whole idea of Lunge from the Tagrin to the airport, and then when we crossed the airport to Bingo, I'm like, oh, so please, people actually leave.
Yes.
Now Lunge, I'm like, oh, okay, because for me, I just feel Lunge at the airport no more. But you see the importance of traveling and exploring. I get to meet new people, and they give you an in-depth analysis of of who Sierra Leoneans are, the diversity even within we own community, and how diverse we are, why certain people act the way they do, why they believe the things they believe, and why they act, all those things. Like even within Sierra Leone, we find out some people and culture different from you, yeah. It could be so surprising.
Yeah, indeed. Well, unfortunately, it is 11 a.m. in the studios, and we have come to the end of today's edition. Today's edition, we were talking about first time traveling to another country and within the country. We'll not be able to entertain any more calls at all because we've come to the end. This has been the Breakfast Mix with me, Brigitte Dalton Sese.
And Kamara, Sarah Kamara.
And we are definitely here tomorrow again, 9 a.m. We have another interesting topic. Don't worry. You enjoy the entire January, February, March, Tego. Now we there. So, if you missed today's conversation, join us again tomorrow, 9 a.m. in the studios. But don't forget that the Drive Time show is on 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. with Alusain Bundu, aka Shine, and he is going to continue with this conversation. So if you missed the opportunity of sharing your own experience, feel free to call us between 4 and 6 p.m. on the Drive Time show so that you can share your experience, so that other people can learn from you as well. It has been a fun time, a great time. Thank you guys for calling us, the Koranko family. Thank you.
My Dankwali people.
Yes,
thank you guys for representing. The word lost for me today. Thoughts in English. Bonjina fall to kobarka biwo kelali.
Whatever she said,
I agree. Thoughts in English today, so it's very hard to process it and translate it directly. But I really appreciate you all for call. Gonna continue for listen, continue for support Radio Fry Fry, gonna continue for engage we on all the platforms. Then
yes,
we are back tomorrow. Tomorrow Tuesday.
Yes. Don't change your dial because we definitely have lots of music to engage you with.
Yeah.
We are the home of music. Yeah. Stay blessed and have a beautiful day.
Ta-ta.